come on, Sprucey never lies, Mr. Dummy Thick Man. You like a good pair of cheeks to clap? This bear semen package I'm selling will get those cheeks super swole, bro. Yeah, bro, of course. All yours for just $79, $79, $99, $99 cash.
Well, Zippy! Looks like you were right. Our little friend Sprucey is still on our territory.
Yes, Daddy, Zippy never lies. As that's no good waste of skin, Bungle.
I told you, Zippy! Leave Bungle alone! Bungle is my lover now.
Hey, Shrek, bro, come on. I thought the spooky woods were free reign, man. You just said Goro's Gaines was your turf.
Did I? Maybe I'm getting forgetful.
Yeah, bro, maybe.
Zippy, do I seem like an ogre that forgets things to you?
No, Daddy.
Aye, my thoughts exactly. Sprucey, do you know what this is?
Oh, come on, bro. Is that a desert eagle?
That's right, you awful little cum stain on my hemp waistcoat. And if you don't get out of here right now, I'll fuck you with it harder than I fucked Zippy last night.
Oh, fuck, man.
Ah! Nice to see you, dummy thick man. Come on, Zippy, let's go. We have turf to take.
Yes, Daddy, Shrek.
Welcome to Shart Select.
Welcome y'all to Shart Select, recording on location from the shed at the bottom of the Wizard's Tower. Yeehaw! This episode is sponsored by Sorcerer Azuli Pendragon's highly realistic dildos. Definitely not just a willy poking through a portal. Woohoo! Yeah, okay. Cheers, Prospector. Welcome to the podcast. I am Winstolf.
Did he just fire off a loaded gun inside the shed?
Yes, he's blown half the roof off and then ran away. Now the watchtower's fallen through. The chairs landed on the tiny stove. It's a fucking mess. I mean, I suppose he was trying to help, but...
Just to say, listen to the drip tray if you want to know what the watchtower's all about.
That's right, $2 a month and you can listen to the drip tray! Anyway.
And you can learn about the how to get to the industrial estate that you found at the back of the Wizard's Tower.
That's right, because obviously industrial estates are interesting and you want to visit it. Here in the UK, we love a good industrial estate. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. I am Winstolf, and I am joined on this fine day in the podcasting shed by Ryan.
Hello.
Hello. And also joined on the other side of the shed by one of the sexiest voices in podcasting. It's Stu.
Hello.
Whoa, steady on, my loins quivered then. We are a weekly gaming podcast recorded under orders from a bunch of worryingly bizarre wizards who live in a firm, satisfyingly rigid tower. If you enjoy the show, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever podcast service you use, and help us reach more people. The poor bastards. If you would like to contact us with any ideas, feedback, or just for a chat, then we can be reached at ShartSelectPod on Twitter and all other socials. We also have a Patreon at www.patreon.com/ShartSelect, where you can pledge to gain access to our extra drip tray episodes, aforementioned, along with various other gubbins. With that said, let's get the fuck on with it. So, yeah. Woo, good intro, guys. How are we? Are we all okay?
Notice the lights blinking on the answer machine again.
Oh no, I thought I'd turn... It's weird, I actually unplugged it, so I don't know how the fuck it's managed to get a message on it. It must be possessed.
It's magic, isn't it? That's why.
Wizards, isn't it?
Fucking wizards. Right, go on then, press the button.
Okay, here we go.
Ironhide, yes. It's Prime. Optimus. Well, it's not going to be Sentinel Prime. We killed him. Spoilers. I stopped at the base of a strange tower. What do you mean, why? They had a semi-corral. It looks like there's human wizards coming to try and refuel me. Don't you know that Autobots don't need refueling? Wait, where are they putting that nozzle?
Oh dear.
Ironhide. I've never been touched like this before. I'll have to phone you back. Hey, wizards.
Wow. I thought I saw a truck drive past before. No, I guess I knew where it was going.
Yeah. Have you noticed the weird nozzles that the Semington Corralman's installed?
Yes, I did notice those. Semington Corralman. I forgot that was his name. Yeah, I asked him about it, and he said, "No, that's on a need-to-know basis, son. You've got to be a part of the Guild of Truck Drivers." And he didn't tell me anything else.
Yeah, but the nozzle's got like a weird tip on the end. I suppose that's to stop it falling back out once it's in.
Yeah, it's got
That's how that is.
again, it's quite similar to the top of the Wizard's Tower. There's like a bulbous extrusion on the end, and a single sort of coin slot from which from which the fluid doth expelleth. Oh, by the way, disclaimer, I forgot to say, he's not. It's not the Truck Guild, it's the Semi-Jockeys Guild. If I got that wrong, you come and tell me off. Semi-Jockeys, boy! That's what he would have said. But anyway. So, first of all, if you're listening this week, well done. That means you somehow got through last week's episode and you still like us. But to be fair, we did pepper the episode with disclaimers.
Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 before we even started, so...
Yeah, it's true. My worry is if you're young like Pixie Podcast and Infant Dinosaur, it might scar them for life. Pixie could be walking around school at the moment going, "All right, I heard I'm going to hot Carl on your face later." And people... the teachers will be very cross. We're joking, of course.
I'm going to hot call on your brain tease.
I'm going to say something about Kentucky tractor pulling, but I can't keep it straight. Or if we invented the move, it's called the Coral Combine Harvester Pull.
The John Deere puller.
Alright, we'll stop now. We don't have to add any more fire to this war.
Yeah, do you ever wonder why he hates you?
Oh, he doesn't hate us, really. Come on, he loves us, really. That's why he keeps coming back for more. He loves us. We're like the kind of weird old men that he likes to hang around with. And his parents are a bit concerned, like, why is he hanging around with those weird old men again?
You know, Peyton isn't a very good lighter.
What?
You make us out to be nonsense.
Oh god, not again! Back up! Delete this episode!
Yes, making us out.
Yeah. Oh god, Ryan, don't actually insinuate that we're nonsense. Stop! Last episode was bad enough. Just to wipe the slate clean, just to draw back the meaty curtain of the podcast a second. We're not nonsense, we're actually really normal people, okay? We're normal. Fuck. Okay. So, before we go any further, obviously with the normal and surprising elements of the podcast, there is something which Stu wants to bring forth to the table. Stu, I hear you've got a sort of kind of tasty morsel for us to chew on today?
Yeah, tasty debate.
A tasty debate! Alright, what have you got?
So, there's some rumours circulating about, and some of it's been confirmed so far, about the PlayStation 5 and Sony's dirty underhand tactics going to any third-party publisher and offering a ludicrous amount of money for any type of exclusives or early access for PlayStation.
God, I hate
such as 780 million for 30 days exclusivity to GTA 6.
What the actual bollocking cumwank is that all about?
Yeah, and Microsoft's just like, we're not paying those fucking prices.
Fair play to Microsoft, I suppose. I mean, you don't often hear of Microsoft not throwing money away, so that's...
Fuck, it's only 30 fucking days.
Exactly.
Jesus.
It's fucking mad.
Why would you pay $750 million?
It's fucking ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah, but imagine how many sales that's going to get if it's 30 days. People
true.
wait.
True.
People don't want to wait 30 days to play GTA, do they?
Fuck, I will. I'll just wait till it comes out on PC.
Yeah.
A year or so later.
In this day and age, I'd probably wait.
I'm not about us, I'm on about the children.
The gamer.
Yeah, they'll demand that the said parent buys them a PS5 so they can play GTA 6.
The people who call themselves hardcore gamers will be all over that like a fly on shit, won't they?
Yeah, and try and complete it before it becomes available to everyone else.
Yeah, and I'll put spoilers on Twitter, and then Twitter will implode with, OMG, people are so selfish posting spoilers! And you know how it always goes, right? God, I hate the games industry. Stu, that's made me nauseous. I mean, fair play.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what that is, right? That's 1 point to Microsoft. Because all I'm doing is sitting on the fence and seeing which one does better and which one behaves, which one's more customer friendly. So far, Microsoft's looking like the good guy in this argument. This happens.
Yeah, well, that's what. Well, they. It's like the whole. With PlayStation's becoming more expensive, but we've got all the first-party games. But Microsoft's got Game Pass, and they've just spent how much buying game studios to make games for the Series X.
Yeah.
And it's not as if they're going to stop buying the studios.
No, the thing is, right. I'm not a fanboy anyway. I will go with whichever console is the best deal. So last gen I went with the 360 because it was by far the better deal than the PS3. Admittedly, I could have gone with an original Xbox the gen before that, but I couldn't afford one, so which is why I stuck with the PS2. But it's all about which company's the less cunty that gets my vote. So, Xbox, it might be you this time, my friend. Welcome back into my life, Xbox. But there you go. See how it pans out, though, eh? That is shit, though, that, isn't it? I agree with Stu completely. That is horse shit, man.
Yeah, it's a bit
But the initial consoles for apparently the Series S, when that gets announced, it's going to be about £200.
Well, that's decent, isn't it? Is that the digital-only one?
Yeah, so that's like their way of like, fuck you, Sony.
Yeah,
you can put out
definitely.
a console for £200.
I can actually afford that, too.
I could afford that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would do.
Yeah,
I'd
you're a PC gamer, then.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But for me and Stu, the console folks, that's a tasty treat. And to be fair, even if you have a game on physical release, it just doesn't guarantee you can play it forever, because they can just shut it off whenever they want, can't they? So fuck it, I might go all digital. I'd like going in game anyway, apart from Game Telford, obviously, but I've never been there. But obviously, Game Telford is the best game in the world. Official sucking off sounds. But yeah, our local game's just a sweaty den of horrors. I don't like going in there.
They've moved anyway now than the game.
Yes,
Northwich, haven't
they have. It's in the Sports Direct now.
Yeah,
So
it's like a tiny corner of an upstairs Sports Direct.
Is it?
Yeah, it's weird.
You have to wade through the chavs before you can get to the smelly nerds, basically.
And it's that's small.
Yeah, it's just another nail in fucking games coffin for me. But there you go. I put a lot of nails in coffins today. I need to slow that down a bit. I'm taking the Undertaker's work. So, anything else you want to discuss in the tasty debate, Stu, or have you put that one to bed?
Oh, that was just my debate to get your opinions on it.
Well, you have them. You have them in abundance, sir. It was very tasty, that was. Quite a nice snack. So, that was obviously a big surprise, that happening. You know what else is a surprise on the podcast? It's Ryan's surprise! Did you like that?
Actually, you know what?
Yeah?
You've not done a proper jingle for a long time.
I've not. I was thinking of trying to sneak them back in this episode. I mean, that's a proto jingle for you there. Do you want to do one now, like an old-fashioned jingle for him?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan tells no mistruths. Ryan tells no lies. He always comes to Shart Select with a tasty, meaty surprise. Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, go ahead, Ryan. What have you got for us this week?
So, I've got a whole new challenge for you this time.
Ooh!
So come on down and join me and let's play Keep It or Delete It.
Love it already.
So you're gonna choose and then tell me why, but don't go into too much detail because it might take too long.
Okay. So it's like quick fire answers. All right.
Yeah. Like so, if I said Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones,
Lord of the Rings, because it's the OG.
Stu,
Game of Thrones.
Because
you want to say why?
It's better.
that's not saying. That's not a reason.
Lord of the Rings is too camp. There we go. Said it.
To camp. It is camping places. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Okay, and so the next one, bearing in mind if we deleted it, then it'll just be deleted from history forever. So
Oh, that's a
shit.
draw.
Yeah.
That time.
Lara Croft or versus Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah, keep Indy.
Because he's a fucking legend of cinema, and anything else that's like Indy is just derivative of Indy. What's your reasons, Jay?
Yeah, early Lara Croft shit. The newer ones are as bad, but then it's a bit silly that she instantly understands an ancient lost Aztec tribe's language.
You can say the same thing of Indian places, though. Crystal Skull, man, that's an argument against Indy, but don't get me wrong, Indy in general, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Go on, right.
This one's a bit random. Doesn't really mix together. I tried to make it so it'd mix.
No, it's good. I like it.
It's Twisted Metal or Fallout.
Fallout. As much as I love Twisted Metal, Fallout's I've had more fun with over the years.
Depends if Fallout 4 is included. That's
that's true. That does lower the bar considerably.
I'm having Twisted Metal. Fuck it.
Can I change my mind, right? Is that allowed, or is it locked in once I say it?
Hey, yeah, change your mind.
I'll go Twisted Metal as well, because Twisted Metal World Tour was the first PS1 game I ever played, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, but then now you've chosen a franchise that's been dead in the water since 2003.
Give us the rights, you cowards. Also, didn't they release a game a few years ago on the PS3? It was a bit meh, but...
Wasn't it black?
No, there's one on the PS3 just called Twisted Metal. Because, of course, that's what you do now. You reboot something and give it the original game's fucking title. But, yeah, I'm sure they remade it. It was like 2012 or something they did it. Not that it matters, because it was probably shite anyway. But, yeah, bring back Twisted Metal, I say. Let us develop it. Shart Select Studios. What do you reckon?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get abbreviated to SS Studios.
No, that's my one worry about this podcast, you know. We can't abbreviate it. It's like, come and listen to SS Pod. No, not the SS Pod. Fuck. Not the fucking Waffen SS. Jesus Christ. It's like, after we named it a few episodes in, I looked at it, I was like, fuck, we can never initialise this. Go on then, carry on.
Witcher 3 or Red Dead Redemption 2?
Fuck. Oh. Ryan, you've stabbed me in the heart, man.
I'm keeping Red Dead.
Oh, I'm in the cold sweat, man. I'm in the cold sweat. It's got two of my man crushes, Geralt and Arthur Morgan, on the table here. Oh, fuck a dick on Tuesday. Do I have to choose one? You hurt me, sir. Okay, I'm going to go with Arthur Morgan, Red Dead 2. Does that surprise you?
Not really, because I only kept the most recent entries into the series for those, so The Witcher 1 and 2 still exist.
I mean, Witcher 3 is one of my favourite games ever, but Red Dead just pips it because of the story you get really, really involved with. And Arthur Morgan is everyone's favourite video game cowboy uncle, so it's got to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, Chunkle Arthur.
Chunkle Arthur. Whoa there, boy!
And finally then, RoboCop or Terminator?
Terminator.
RoboCop.
Because Terminator's had more good movies by a tiny amount, and Terminator's...
Terminator's had two good movies.
Yeah.
One or two.
To be fair, I thought Dark Fate was alright. And RoboCop's only had one good movie. But to be... And also Arnie is the something to champion. The words left me head, but...
Unsung.
Well, it's not the song, everyone loves Arnie, but the unchallenged champion, if you will. So it's got to be Terminator for me. What about you, Stu?
RoboChuck.
What's your reasoning?
Because it's RoboCop. It's just like
Clarence Boddicker.
the 80s action film.
Yeah, pretty much just Clarence Boddicker. It's Clarence Boddicker.
And it's got Clarence Boddicker.
Oh, if Clarence Boddicker was a T-1000.
Oh, that'd be well good.
How good would that be?
Can you reform, Bobby? That'd be amazing, because we'll do a smash cut of Terminator 2 and RoboCop.
Do a deep fake.
Yeah. Hasta la vista, baby. That'd be fucking sick. Anyway.
Ooh, guns. That was it. No, that was it.
That was really good. I enjoyed that, Ryan. You should definitely do more of those. So who made it through then? Indiana Jones, Red Dead.
It's well, you both pick different ones, so.
Do the draws cancel each other out?
No, because
There's no winner.
yeah, it's cancel, so nothing matters because you cancel each other out.
Yeah, we just burnt Earth, scorched Earth policy.
The ones you picked unanimously was Indiana Jones, Twisted Metal, Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah, because Fallout 4 was shit, wasn't
Terminator. No, that was separate. But I've got one. I've got one more that I missed out.
Oh, go on.
Even though it's written there. It's Sonic or Mario.
Sonic.
So all of Mario ceased to exist. Even that fantastic film that came out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've not really liked any Sonic games since Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but likewise, no Mario game has ever really set my world on fire like it does with a lot of people.
I've only ever played once Mario, and that was the first one.
On the NES?
Yeah.
Super Mario World on the SNES is probably the best one, but it's just... There's something really irritating about Mario games. Maybe it's because I'm crap and I can't control him properly, but he's just an annoying bastard.
You know what else I don't like about Mario?
What's that?
He's drug addict.
No. His raccoon bum plug that he has.
Oh yeah, the Tanuki suit.
Yeah.
Nice try, Mario. Stu, don't judge Mario for his problems, please. I mean, judge him for him being cuckolded by Bowser all the time, but that's about as far as it goes. So I guess, was that round surprising its completion in its full glory?
Was yeah.
Its veiny, throbbing glory. That was good, Ryan. I enjoyed that, and I welcome that game again at some point. Much like I welcome every episode of Shart Select. So, next up, I believe the Wizards have decided that there's a few rooms in the tower that are still 8-bit for some reason. Like, you go in there and it turns into a platform game. It's really weird. So what they want us to do is give them some inspiration and think of some video games, as always. It's always video games with these guys that we can remaster to inspire them to remaster the rooms, if you get what I mean.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but bear with me. So I guess what they want to do is list some games of yore, from back in the day. What Pixie Podcast, our friend, might call old people games, and think of ways to remaster them for the modern era of young, virile e-boys and thoughts, whatever the fuck they have on the internet now, and sort them out.
Hey, Joe, thought.
Oh, I am. You should see my OnlyFans.
I know.
Oh, you have seen it, have you?
I remember.
Oh yeah, you're my VIP, aren't you?
He's the only fan.
That's what, yes. That's how it works. OnlyFans. MyOnlyFan.com. Stu, you don't have to pay me though, mate. Just ask.
Oh, okay.
There is one stealth member that I think might be Ryan, but I can't prove it. He just sits in the background paying $1 a month and jerking off. And on that note, let's get to it. So the first list we have that needs to be remastered is Ryan's Remasters!
Yeah.
Are you going to do a jingle for the main episode?
Oh yeah, I suppose I should do, shouldn't I? Okay, how can I do it? Just let me think of a quick rhyme. Bear with me a second. I don't keep using creature all the time. It's too easy.
Just rhyme something with masters then. Remasters.
Yeah, it gives me a lot more, doesn't it? This jingle is very slow. It could do with being faster as we power on to talk about some lovely remasters. Is that alright for you cunt?
Yeah, fucking all these fucking years now of doing jingles, and you always think, oh, what can rhyme with feature?
Yeah.
Fuck, just rename. Just rhyme with whatever the fucking episode's called.
Look, it works to a very strict structure. This isn't just some game, Ryan. This is my life. This is my life. Sorry.
Right, so considering you started with Ryan's remasters, do you want me just to go through my list and then we'll take it turns on each of our own lists?
Yeah, man.
Right, okay then. So first on my list, Unreal Tournament 2004. Or just another Unreal Tournament, because the one that's on Epic Games that you can get for free in pre-alpha that's all it's ever going to be. They're not doing any more on it.
Okay, so 04. Oh, go on.
This is just not. Epic Games aren't doing any more on it. There's a lot of thingy content. Whatever it's called.
Fan content.
User content, yeah.
So which one was 04 then?
The one where you had a League of Gentlemen, and then you had to go up through... It was like single player, then it was capture the flag, and you had your team, and you could fight one-on-one to recruit other team members to your team. Because in the end I had a team of killer fucking robots, and the Scarge fellas. Yeah.
And there were some cat people that were quite cool too.
Yeah.
Right, some of them.
That's one of the vehicles, wasn't it?
Yeah,
as well?
an onslaught mode. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
fucking sick.
Yeah, it was good. I remember it as being a really strong single player game as well.
Yeah.
Considering that I'm crap at multiplayer, I only play single player. It was quite welcome.
And you know, it would even work as an Unreal Tournament if it had, as much as I probably don't want to say, a Battle Royale mode.
No, it would work. It would be pretty good, wouldn't it? Imagine flat cannoning people in the fucking tits and getting to be the winner. That'd be amazing.
Even if it was just a big, massive onslaught, so like a 200-player onslaught game.
Well, that'd be mega. That'd be like a fucking...
Epic, if you're listening. I know.
It could be if it was launched as like a game as a service. It'd probably make a fuckload of money as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what other...
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're just doing Fortnite at the moment, but
Yeah, shame.
Unreal Tournament was sick.
Well, we know people in Epic listen, so...
Yeah. Of course, I mean, all the game devs listen to us. Sony shit themselves now because we've told them off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, fuck, Shart Select don't like what we're doing with Best Stop. Best Stop, cancel it all! But yeah, what could think of any other quality of life improvements if you were to remaster it that might drag it into the modern age? Or would you reckon Battle Royale and Massive Onslaught would be enough?
Yeah, bit of Battle Royale. Obviously, we could do a few cosmetics here and there because of the amount of playable races there were and everything. You could do loot crates that you could earn, as long as it was specific to the person you were playing as to unlock different things.
Not loot crates, just do like Modern Warfare, doesn't it? It's just got you buy bundles.
Yeah, bundles. Bungles and battle passes.
Yeah, bungles.
You buy a bungle, hello! Just comes, shows up with a flat cannon and kills you. Yeah. And then teabags you with this big bear dick.
He's bare dick or bear dick?
I'll let you choose. Your imagination is the limit, as always. So, okay.
Right. Next, what I'd like to see is Red Dead Redemption 1.
Okay.
Remastered, or even as DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2. How epic would that be?
It would be really
I
good.
did get a little bit of a remaster. If you play it on Xbox One, especially a One X, it's got like 4K textures and stuff.
Are you thinking more with the systems that 2 introduced, though?
Yeah, but imagine if everything like 2 introduced and everything, and all the extra gubbins and all that, and then it was like, it just carried on. So it got to the end of the epilogue part 2, and then the government agents take you through Blackwater, and then away you go to do the main story of Red Dead Redemption 1 as well.
Yeah, it would make sense,
So you
wouldn't
could
it?
play it as one long continuous game.
Yeah, fuck.
That
Imagine
would
that.
be-
You start as Arthur Morgan and you finish off as fucking Jack Marston at the end.
That'd be epic, wouldn't it? Yeah, plays 3 different characters as you go through the story. Jack Marston was always creepy because he always wears dad's clothes, though. Like, get your own clothes, you fucking weirdo. I buried my dad, and now I'm wearing his best clothes. It's like, did you not have your own clothes?
Yeah, well, apart from the normal clothes where it's just different. If you got all the other outfits, Jack just wore them as well.
Yeah, it's really odd. It really...
Wearing Arthur's clothes from like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's true. Like, John Marston could wear all Arthur's clothes too in the epilogue, can't he? It's like, why did you save all Arthur's clothes for yourself to wear, you weirdo? I always liked Arthur's nice big blue coat he wears in the prologue. Fucking weird. Get your own outfit. You've got a lot of money. You've just built a cutting house. He gets the Blackwater money at the end, doesn't he? Spoiler alert.
Oh, cheers. Fuck.
Oh yeah, you're still playing it.
Still playing it.
Nah, I lied. It was not true. Ignore me. It was Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors. Fuck.
That's alright. Yeah, I just started epilogue 2 now, so.
I thought you'd finished it. I'm sorry. I won't tell you.
I finished the main story.
That's alright. I won't tell you anything else that happens then. But yeah, I think it's a good idea, right? I would like to see Rockstar, again, we know you're listening, stop fucking sucking Sony's balls for a second and make a full DLC of Red Dead 1 at the end of Red Dead 2.
Yeah, if you could sell it for full price, I'd fucking lap it up.
Yeah, Shart Select decrease it!
And Undead Nightmare.
Yeah. I didn't play much of that one, but...
Yeah, it was good.
Do you remember the Manimals?
Fucking intense.
I like the Manimals I did. They were well creepy. Like, there's a man that's a snake. It's like, ooh, I don't like him. Anyway, go on, Ryan. Carry on, mate. Carry on.
Time Splitters. Remaster that bad boy. Time Splitters. You could do a trilogy.
You could, easily, couldn't you, really? Yeah. I mean, my question would be for you, as you are the remastering man of this list. Would you add more story elements into 1 and 2? Because they were just like gauntlets, weren't they, essentially?
No, two had a story.
Yeah, but there was no like cutscenes or anything really. You just jumped between portals, didn't he? And you was different people. But there was no real introduction. There was no.
There was an overarching story.
Yeah, it just wasn't
each one.
anywhere near as strong as 3, though, was it?
No.
Would you make the story stronger? Give Cortez more to do?
No.
Okay.
Remaster as it is.
Okay, fair enough. Go on, tell me what else you'd do for it.
Release it on the current gen consoles. What else do you want me to tell you?
Well,
Remaster it.
I suppose you could get every playable character from multiplayer from all 3 games and have them all together.
Yeah,
you could do a battle
altogether, wouldn't
you could do like a battle royale mode in Time Splitters. That'd be alright, wouldn't it?
No, you don't need battle royale in all fucking games.
You reckon?
Jesus.
Fair enough.
Next will be a fucking battle royale of Halo or
Hey, they'll probably do it.
Red Dead or I don't fucking know.
I think every game's probably got one by now somewhere.
There was one in Red Dead. It wasn't called Battle Royale, but it was like it had a closing circle and it was last person surviving thing.
Was it called Cowboy Royale? That's what I would have called it.
Semi-Royale!
Semi-Royale! That's when the last truck to get into the corral doesn't get some food in the diner. They get locked out. They were looking forward to some donuts and hot dogs. All on the same plate. Right, okay. And
Yeah.
where are we, Ryan, on your list?
So next on my list, Dark Messiah.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure Fenrig
That's
would
what
love
Sean
that.
Fenrig would say, yeah.
4K Fenrig.
Oh, he'd love it, wouldn't he? He'd be there preening himself for months of excitement.
Imagine when he's getting close to when they have to capture his character model. He'd be pruning himself, everything.
He'd be
going to
Gora's
his photo
Games.
shoots, wouldn't
Yeah, he'd be in Gora's Games all the time, wouldn't he?
he? Yeah.
I mean, he would probably want to introduce Cumbrag and Master Wizard into a remaster, though, wouldn't he? You know what he's like? I'm not doing it unless I get my friend in as well, like a rider.
One could just replace Menelag.
Yeah, Cumbrag can replace Manalag. It's not like he was originally meant to be him anyway. A Master Wizard can just show up halfway through the story for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, Fenric played both of them anyway, didn't he?
Yeah, true. I mean, they all sound so different. I don't know how he got away with it, but Master Cumbrag would love to take up the role of Menelag, but they probably demand that he didn't get murdered, and then he'd have like a bigger role in the game.
Yeah.
I want to kick people into spikes as well, he'd probably say.
Yeah, it's because fucking I love Dark Messiah as an Ace game. It came out 14 years ago, so
Fuck! Did it?
yeah,
Jesus!
2006.
When did we get so old?
I know, yeah. You know. Anyway, before that realization comes to fruition, let's move on. Splinter Cell.
Oh, yes. AKA the original Ryan game.
Yeah, we
So-
could remaster that. That came out in 04 for the first one. 02, I
But
think.
would you give him
Fuck.
all the controls of like conviction and stuff, or would you keep it
Keep it as
like
is.
vanilla?
Yeah.
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 Maybe not like one and Pandora Tomorrow could have Chaos Theory controls.
That'd be good, yeah. And could we change that stupid melee attack where he just lightly elbows
That's what I mean,
people
yeah.
for something a bit more badass?
Change that to the Chaos Theory one, where it was either a takedown or a knifing.
I always like that gun he had that fired a ring at people.
I just ring it.
Yeah, man.
Fires his ring at people. Yeah.
Fires his ring at
Knocks
people.
them out.
Knocks them out, yeah. I always remember the main baddie was called Nicoladze in the first one, but that's all I can remember. And he went to the capital of Georgia in the first mission. I don't know how to say it. Is it Tsili?
I can't remember now.
To be silly? Something like that. You go to be silly in Georgia.
That was yeah. Well, I mean, I've still got them all on Steam at the moment, so I can just install them and play them again. But imagine with the better lighting and stuff you can get nowadays.
Some
fucking lovely. Wasn't
Some
it?
quality of life improvements.
Yeah.
Oosh. That's what you want, innit?
Next, State of Emergency,
Yep, okay, yeah.
the classic PS2.
Drag that kicking and screaming into the modern era.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sure
I
that.
don't know if it translates very well, but
Yeah, maybe it wouldn't translate very well.
To the modern climate.
Yeah. Especially if it's like based in America in the year 2020 or something.
I'm sure the PS5 would steal it exclusively, but
Yeah. But I mean, when it came out, it did really well for like crowds and everything. The amount of people that were on screen and stuff.
yeah, I remember that being quite impressive. Never really played it much, but it did look impressive what I saw of it. So a modern version,
Yeah. And then I think it's already happening anyway, but with Mass Effect trilogy.
You know why it's already happening, Ryan? Because you've made it so.
He suggested
Yeah.
it at some point, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So BioWare and EA were like, fuck, get it out! No, the game, you idiot! Yeah. So what would you like to see in the Mass Effect Remaster?
Mass Effect 1 with Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Quality
Yeah,
of life.
Yes.
yeah, without the floaty grenades in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, there's just the bad gunplay and the fact that on the
In
360
fact, you had to carry all the guns on Mass Effect 1, even though you couldn't use them.
And in the 360 version, the textures took about 20 years to pop in. So you'd be walking around like a smooth person for ages, like, this is really weird. Again, that's probably just because it was an early title for the 360, though, wasn't it? Oh, really ish. Was it 2007 it came out, that one?
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is fucking gold.
Mass Effect 2 is... I believe it... Doesn't it inhabit one of the highest tiers on the Wizard's Tower?
Yeah, I think it's Shart class, Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, man. 3 was still really good. I liked Marauder Shields, he was good.
3 was really good, but the ending was a cop-out.
Oh, God, the ending was fucking dog shit, wasn't it?
Especially when you think back to actions that you did in the first game affected the third game, and then when it got to the end, it was like just a whitewash, different coloured flames depending on what fucking action you chose.
Exactly. It's like that's the first game in history where public outcry made them change the story, essentially.
Yeah.
Because they got fucking burned on that, didn't they?
Next,
Morrowind. We're reaching Morrowind. All right, jabroni, calm down. Go on.
Quiet. We've arrived.
Early throwback references to jabroni.
Should I let you go?
Of course.
As for me, Gio,
And
I'll
Stu's,
sit here and do fuck all of the rest of the game.
and Stu's favourite guy in the whole game. Oh, yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we remaster him in glorious, like, modern surround sound? Imagine that.
Yeah. Imagine
Is he not made of the wizards?
Yeah, but could you imagine Caius Casade in his leather pants?
Whoa! Caius could tell you walk to his house like, hi, I'm here to work for you. Yeah, just pull up a chair, mate. You're sat in leather pants. This is kind of weird. In glorious 4K, with his big 4K nips out for you to have a look at. But yeah, joking aside, I'd love to see a Morrowind remaster. That'd be very good.
Yeah.
So just
With
remaster Skyrim.
with the better combat mechanics of the later games and stuff. Imagine being running around with being a Khajiit or Argonian with proper lizard or cat legs.
Yeah! What the fuck
And
was
then,
that all
and then
about?
being able to stab people with pole arms and stuff and weapons that they took out of the game.
I liked how the Argonians walked. They looked really funny.
I liked the fact that they couldn't equip human boots.
Yeah. And then
And then in Oblivion, they just had human legs. I was like, what the fuck?
it's like, fuck it.
Weird.
They're just humans with big rubber tails sticking out their asses now. Just
Yeah,
roll with
they're
it.
just humans with lizard faces and bum plugs.
They're just cosplayers. They're just weird cosplayers.
Not saying that cosplayers
No,
wear
no.
bum plugs.
Yeah, saying they are specifically weird cosplayers. I'm not saying cosplay is weird. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. Just-
They're cosplaying animals, aren't they just furries, though?
yes, that's what they are. Or scalies, if they're lizards, I suppose.
Scalies and furries. Yeah.
Furries and scalies of the Elder Scrolls. I like it.
Anyway. Next two on mine. So Max Payne.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Bring the first one back out because the guys at Remedy on Twitter not so long ago posted a picture of the guy that did the face for Max Payne doing the Max Payne face,
The token angry face.
doing the weird. I can't even describe the face that he does. It's like the people's eyebrow sort of face, isn't it? But like, imagine that on just take that face, put it on an updated Max Payne model. Away you go.
Would you use the Rockstar's engine like Max Payne 3 did? Or would you use a different engine? Would you have just not Rockstar style? How would you have it?
Use a GTA engine.
It worked well for 3, didn't it? Yeah. I never actually finished 3. Was the end good?
You know, I've not played 3.
Stu played it.
3 is really good. I like
What was that music in that club, Stu?
Oh, yeah, what was that music?
What was it? Shit! We need to find it and put it at the end of the episode or something. Me and Stu used to be fucking stitches about it.
You still love the.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
What was it on the original Max Payne? The bit where he's on them drugs and you end up going through the same room loads of times, and it goes to that comic strip. And it's the same thing, and then one thing is on the banana phone. And it's like, it keeps changing, going dead weird.
That sounds clever. I say it's clever. It's like really clever plot stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of those games that sort of push the boundaries a bit.
Yeah. I've got a few more yet, so I'll just speed up a bit.
Well, yeah, whilst Stu's looking for that, you can carry on.
Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yeah. That was the one with all the nitro and neons and the skirting and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, when it was a street racer. That was good, and you had to drive to each area to do your race and stuff. And then next 3, this is under a new subsection called Reboot Me Daddy.
Oh!
Not just Remaster.
Reboot Me Daddy!
Because obviously the games have sort of stopped. But Tenchu.
Yeah.
Bring me another Stealth Assassins game.
That's an obvious Ryan choice as well, isn't it? What was the last one on the 360 where you could really customise your look and stuff? I like the customisation in that one. It was really good.
Yeah, but it was a bit pants.
Yeah, I remember that bear that attacked you.
Yeah, we've brought out a new one with proper shaders and everything.
I like the story in the original too. The gameplay was horrible, even by like nowadays it'd be virtually fucking unplayable. But the story was really good. I like the third character you could unlock.
Tatsamaru.
Who had amnesia. He was a good character. I liked it.
And Twisted Metal, Reboot Me Daddy on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm getting a strong reboot vibe. I'm getting a reboot tickle in the tip of my wizard staff,
And
so
then
to speak.
finally, Reboot Me Daddy, Future Cop, LAPD.
Yeah. I think, would it keep the same gameplay, or would you keep the universe and go a different type of gameplay, if you know what I mean?
What, playing as a giant robot?
Yeah, but would you have it in the same style? Would it be, like they do sometimes where they reboot a franchise but make it a first-person shooter? Would it be like that, or would you keep it as the original gameplay?
Doesn't really work as a first-person shooter. You'd be playing as a robot that can transform into a hovercar.
Yeah, it'd be fucking sick. As a first.
You can have first-person sections, I guess.
Yeah. Like Urban Strike, where you could randomly have that shitty on-foot section. It's like, why is an Apache pilot running around on an oil rig shooting people? Get back in your helicopter, you fucking knobhead. Well, fair enough.
So that was my list. Expect them games coming out soon because all game developers listen to me.
Well, of course they do. With Shart Select. Did you find it, Stu?
Found a couple, but I don't know which one it was. It wasn't like jumping out at me that it was that one.
No, never mind.
It's like just some weird like Latin music.
No, it was something that had a really repetitive line or something that they made us laugh.
Yeah.
It was. Never mind. It'll come back to you one day. That's why I try and think of it. I just think of the Vladi Vostok FM from GTA 4. The Schwein song.
Yeah, Schwein.
Schwein. That's the one, yeah.
Schwicky.
That was the one. It's fucking wicked. I had an English version of it. It's just not as good. It needs to be in the original language for it to work. So, next up, much like the large website where people used to solicit no strings attached sexual encounters, let's visit Craigslist.
I thought it was called Craig's Recreation.
Craig's Recreations! Could also work. Yeah, I put a few on mine. I went a bit mad with it. Well, I shall rattle through them quickly so you don't have to listen to me forever, okay? So I thought Dungeon Keeper 2, or, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Imagine that. My Pet Dungeon in glorious modern day graphics. That'd be fucking...
Dungeons 3.
No, Dungeon Keeper, man. Let's go back to the core of the dungeon universe. Not the one...
OG Bullfrog.
Yeah, not the one underneath the Wizard's Tower. We'll talk about that on another day. But where you can get, like, salamanders winning at the casino and busting out fucking disco moves. It was fucking dead good. That was... No game quite like it. I never finished the campaign, though. I just played My Pet Dungeon a lot. It's like a fucking Tamagotchi, but for several monsters, wasn't it? Imagine that in glorious HD, man. That's all I'm saying. Next up, we've got Sam Fisher's rival in the world of Special Agent Spookery. It is Siphon Filter, featuring the amazing Gabe Logan.
Gabe Logan.
That's what I said, yeah, Gabe Logan.
What you say, Gabe Logan?
No, Gabe Logan. What's up with you two? God.
Gabe Logan.
Yeah, Gabe Logan. Anyway.
Gabe Logan.
Gabe Logan, that's what I said. But yeah, just
when you put your mouth on it, it goes, oh.
What? What are you
Gabe
talking
Logan.
about?
What?
Gabe Logan. What are you talking about, Ryan?
Gabe Logan.
Right, you need more sleep, mate. You're going funny in the head. Stu, isn't he going funny in the head?
Yeah, Gabe Logan.
Yeah, Gabe Logan. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Gabe Logan.
Yes, Gabe Logan. Anyway, imagine that. I mean, you have to keep it third person. You can introduce cover mechanics and stuff like that. Obviously, make it look nice because the original one now looks like a load of floaty pixels with no draw distance. But modernising it would be fucking sick. That boss with the flamethrower, Anton Gadoo, you could go, Anton Gadoo, and you could...
Anton Kadoosh.
Anton Gadoosh. You could shoot Anton Kadoosh until he sets on fire. That was always good.
Gay blowgun.
Yeah, exactly. Gay blowgun. That's what I said. But yeah, that's just one of my dreams that they remastered Siphon Filter. That'd be amazing. Desert Strike, going back to the Strike series. Imagine a modern day Desert Strike. That'd be cool, man.
For behind the helicopter or first person? Or isometric?
Good question. I would probably say try and keep it isometric. That'd be interesting. See how far
you choice.
Huh?
Choose your camera angle.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah. And because the Strike games were pretty legendary. Even the ones on the PS1 were pretty decent. So imagine a modern version. That'd be like fucking yeah, baby. And you could choose any attack helicopter you like. Even those little skinny ones from Vietnam that just had one machine gun on. They wouldn't last very long. Road Rash. Imagine a modern Road Rash with all the cool Codemaster style team. Not team as such, but like you could customise your character and like unlock weapons and customise your bike and stuff. That'd be fucking sick! Imagine it.
Yeah, Road Rash would be pretty sick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man. Just punching people in the noggin.
Jailbreak 2020.
No, I'm thinking more like, just like a more grounded reimagining of it. Just kicking people in front of cars and shit. That'd be a fucking dead cool, wouldn't it? Silent Hill. I'd like to see a remaster of the original Silent Hill, because the original one's not aged well. Much like the early episodes of Shart Select. So I think a modern version of it would be fucking well good and scary as well. Everyone bangs on about Silent Hill 2, but I think the first one was scarier. Come at me, internet. That's just my thoughts on it. Decent voice acting would be welcome as well. But there you go. Next up, Hogs of War. Did you ever play Hogs of War?
Yeah, Hogs of War was good.
Yeah.
With Rick Mail.
Yeah, Rick Mail did the voice. I mean,
you have to take the original files.
Yeah, I reckon so. You have to keep Rick Mail's lines in there as a sort of homage to him. For any new stuff, you could maybe get Aid Edmondson to add some extra stuff, couldn't you? That'd be good.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good.
For others who don't know, it was a third-person, turn-based, like Worms, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you played as pigs.
Yeah, and it was like fully 3D. It was a really good game. That I always played as the Americans because one of them sounded like Arnie, even though surely he should not be on the American team. But there you go.
It's just the Allies.
There was America, Britain, Russia, Japan, and Germany.
Ah, right.
Because Tim was always Germany, because he liked the one called Hair Gel and Hair Flick. That's the only reason why he thought the names were funny. So yeah, I like to see that remastered. Soul Reaver, I think I mentioned on previous podcast, angsty vampire boy Raziel. That'd be really good with a modern remaster. Because the gameplay's not aged too badly, it's just the graphics, really. So let's get that on. Let's do that. If you're listening, IDOS, if they're still going. I think IDOS are still going, aren't they?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
I think they belong to Squeenix now, don't they? Maybe they could do something with that. Also belong to Squeenix, the original Deus Ex. That's not Day of Sex, that's Deus Ex. I'd like to see that. Obviously using Mankind Divided's engine, you could remake that quite easily, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd love to see that remade, because I fucking bummed that game on the PC back in the day. I was like the master stealth expert until you get that katana that's like a lightsaber. Then you just fucking murder everyone with it. It was well good. So yeah, anyway. Deus Ex. I did put Rock and Roll Racing, but we have mentioned what we do with that on the previous episode. So maybe go and listen to the Dream Games episode if you want to know more about that. Vagrant Story, which was a PS1 sort of hack and slash RPG made by Squaresoft before they became Squeenix and less good, about a man in a string vest, an assless chap called Ashley Riot, who has to kill monsters.
Ashley Riot?
Yeah, Ashley Riot. But if you Google the guy, he looks like his name suits him. So he's got a string vest, this kind of weird pointy hairdo, and literally assless chaps and Y fronts. He looks like he's kind of come running straight from a gay bar to take part in the game, bless him. It was such a good game, though. Very good. So, yeah, I'd like to see that remade. I've put... this might be a bit contentious, because it's just had a remake, but Final Fantasy VII, but remade to my specifications, in that the graphics are all modern and shiny, but other than that, nothing has changed. Obviously, I had the music...
Why, what's changed? What's changed in the new one?
So the new one is literally the first 10% of the old one, in a third-person hack and slash sort of engine. They've kept some elements of the original, but it's mostly just a third-person hack and slash. And with it being the guy that did Kingdom Hearts, who's remastered it, it just slowly, by the sound of things, gets more and more Kingdom Heartsy as it goes on. to the point where the ending is, to be fair, it's a brave move making the end completely different to what happens in the original game. You can see that, yeah. But they shouldn't have called it a remake if it's actually more of a reimagining, should they, really? So that's got some Final Fantasy fans. Oh, by the way, never, ever get into an argument with Final Fantasy fans on Twitter. Fucking hell. That's all I'm saying. But, yeah. In my opinion, it doesn't sound like a very good remaster. I'm going to, that's it. And buy it when it goes cheap. My remaster would be well better. Obviously, Square Enix, you've heard, make it happen. Come on.
Well and truly humphed.
Harumph, sir. Harumph! Disavow that other remake and get a proper one out. Come on. And what if they remade Medal of Honor Allied Assault? Imagine that.
I never really liked Medal of Honors.
Exactly, because they weren't very... Well, they were good, but... Imagine if they could... Imagine, like, Modern Warfare 2, but the Allied Assault story. It'd be well good, wouldn't it? I was going to say a modern D-Day scene, but that D-Day scene in Call of Duty World War 2 was shit. Has anyone played that? Do you play it, Stu?
Play what?
The campaign for Call of Duty World War 2.
Oh yeah, it's Dog One.
That D-Day mission at the start's fucking terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't even fucking last that long. Like, even the whole game's just crap. And it's got that guy that I can't fucking place his face, but I know it's
Is he
him.
the gruff sergeant bloke?
He's the guy that he plays Dum Dum Duggan in Captain America.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Was he in Minority Report as well?
Can't remember.
Does he look like an older version of Lee Hebblewhite?
Yeah, because that's a reference.
Yeah.
Well, we're not talking to the listeners right now, we're talking to Stu. Fucking hell. But is it the right guy though, Stu?
I think so, yeah.
Fair enough. Right, I think I've talked enough. Let's pass over the reins of remastery to Stu's list.
Just pulling back the curtain a bit. Obviously, Nvidia are doing the ultimate countdown until they announce what's got to be the next series of graphics cards, which is already leaked.
Oh, okay.
A lot of places,
I bet you've leaked reading that, haven't you?
No, yes, but it's not been out anywhere yet. But they're doing in the 21 days up to it, they're turning back the clock. So today is Nvidia on their Twitter. It's Nvidia GeForce 03. So they're talking about SimCity is on PC. Star Wars Galaxy's MMO is released.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
BioWare's new Knights of the Old Republic game just released, and its storyline is stunning with pictures like back in 2003.
Look at that. It's like a time portal.
Yeah, it says like enter Sam Fisher. Splinter Cell is kicking off 2003 with PC with hands down the best lighting effects seen on any game to date, and there's like a picture of 2003
They were at
Splinter
the time
Cell.
though, weren't they? Those graphics were
Yeah. So, and it's got like the new Call of Duty game has come out.
Call of Duty. It might do okay. We'll have to see.
Yeah, Neverwinter Nights.
Oh, I remember that. It really pissed me off, that game. I died a lot on it.
So anyway, yeah, that's quite interesting to look back on. Watch the next couple of weeks. You can watch Nvidia release talk about games from the years gone by.
Again, this is probably like a roundabout. Well, probably our friends over on Pixie Podcast were like little babies back then, weren't they?
Probably weren't even born in 2004, was he?
It's terrifying, isn't it? I hate this. Oh my god, I'm so old. Stop! I'm having an existential crisis. Quick, Stu, get going on your list.
My list. Are you going to give me an intro or?
I just did you one.
Like a jingle?
You don't get a jingle your own, Stu. No, Ryan didn't get one. You're not getting one. Because it's.
That's not very nice, is it?
Come on, go.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, Ryan's going. Go on, Ryan, lad.
So, you better give him a jingle or he'll be pissed. So here it is. It's Stu's list.
Dun, 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 dun. Very good.
There you go.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice, that wasn't it?
So, first one. GTA 2.
GTA?
Yeah. GTA 2.
GTA
I want remastering. Because everyone's like, remastered GTA San Andreas. Like, well, what's fucking GTA 5 if it's not GTA San Andreas?
Yes, that's very true.
What's different? It's just a different protagonist.
Yeah, it's just a different story,
And
that's it.
Carl was shit anyway.
CJ, he was alright, CJ.
He was
It was a bit weird how he was like a gangbanger who suddenly could fly a Harrier. That was a bit odd, but
Yeah, it became a spy and a record producer, and
yeah, he kind of just lived the dream, didn't he? Bless him. So yeah.
Yeah, so GTA 2 was the one that was set 2 weeks in the future.
Yes.
It was a top-down one. But yeah, that with the current engine would be sick. Because it had all the weird gangs in it as well, like the Loonies and the Yakuza.
The Zaibatsu, I remember them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Zaibatsu, that was it, yeah.
They were like a conglomerate,
And it was pretty open-ended. You could work for any of the gangs, and the more jobs you did for one gang made the other gangs hate you.
Yeah, I'd say it was a good system, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you could have like bodyguards from the one gang, and then you could go and buy guns from them cheaper and stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's just
It was criminally overlooked, wasn't it? Really, that one.
It was. It was really good. I played a lot that one. Had decent guns and had really good lighting effects as well for the time.
Yeah, it was a good game to me.
Especially on PC.
You could put guns on your car as well.
Yeah, machine guns on your car. That was
yeah, you
good.
could
put bombs on it as well.
Just think of
Yeah, it had a really good art style as well because it was like futuristic, but it was like retro futurism. So it was like
yeah, man.
50s looking cars, but like futuristic ones.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout, Stu. Would you do the same for GTA London as well?
No, just GTA 2.
Yeah, I'd like to see a modern London game. That'd be well good. That's just me though. GTA 2 though.
That'd have to be a new one though. I wouldn't want to see maybe a 60s one. Maybe that could work.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Be like playing the Sweeney.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Fair play.
Yeah.
What's next then, Stu?
Soldier of Fortune 2.
Oh man, that game was fucking savage.
Yeah.
A Soldier of Fortune 2, or would you want to see a Soldier of Fortune 3?
Maybe a Soldier of Fortune 3 then.
The Return of the Mullet.
But I do like John Mullet.
John Mullet.
I don't know. I did enjoy 2. It had a good
And
story.
you could procedurally generate your own missions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, there was a mission generator that created a map for you.
Remember on the first mission there was those blokes in yellow raincoats? They were a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. If you shot him in the face, there's like a little fountain of blood coming out of the hood.
Yeah, that's right. What's that phrase they kept saying that Russians say all the time in things?
Ollie Ollie Oxenfree.
That was it, yeah. I can split the cell. Ollie Ollie Oxenfree is the word I'm looking for. I wonder what it means. Is it how, like, people from Eastern Europe lure in dogs if they're trying to get their attention?
Yeah, I think so.
Who knows?
Next one, Manhunt.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, you know it'd be
Manhunt with a modern
it'd be
engine.
tamed right down though if it came out.
Yeah, probably. Things are a bit more outrage culture these days, aren't they?
But it's not been. I don't know if it was just a straight remaster, would it?
I mean,
I think it's already been.
bear in mind how much the second game got fucking butchered by censors and stuff.
Yeah, maybe it'd be too much controversy around, but I'd love to play like an updated version of it.
Yeah. To be fair,
I say that though, but some games these days, like even on Red Dead 2, you can blow people's heads apart and shoot their arms off.
Exactly. There's nothing that extreme about it.
It's just glorifying murder.
to be fair, we are Shart Select, so we can make it happen. Because we know wizards. Rockstar, get it done.
We'll have to slap Sony's dick out of Rockstar's mouth.
That's a horrible mental image. Sony's dick with a circle, X, square, and triangle tattooed down the length of it. Oh man, what have we become? Yeah, fair enough. What's next to this year?
Police.
Oh man, that's a PS1 game, wasn't it? Remember?
Yeah, PS1 game. It had to be like a. It had like a flying spaceship police car thing.
Yeah. Remember the graphics were really smooth on the PS1 for it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Ran like silk.
Although, in fact, if you looked back at it now, it'd be pretty rough.
Yeah. I mean, my dad fucking loved that game. But you only have had the demo, so he just like playing the first level over and over again. But yeah, there's not many games like that really anymore, is there? There's only like sort of flight simmy sort of games. There was a recent Ace Combat, but I've not played it yet. You know I love me some Ace Combat. With this ridiculous near-future Japanese sci-fi going on next to modern-day jet fighters.
Yeah, it's weird anime.
What was that weird one on the... What's the one on the 360 where he's always going banging on about Dancing with the Angels? Remember that one? He's gone dancing with the angels! No, he's flying a jet fighter, love. Oh, that game was rad.
Tokyo Extreme Racer.
Don't.
Do you remember that one, right?
You used to love that one, didn't you?
What was it on?
PS2.
Yeah, PS2. It's basically just had to. It's like Need for Speed Underground 2 before that came out.
Okay, the Pro.
But it's like just driving around like Tokyo highways and stuff. I think you had to outrun police as well. But like you had to cruise around. See, you like built your car and then you just like load into a certain section of the highway. Then you just drive around, find other racers, and then you'd flash your lights at them.
Go
and the
dogging.
race would
You
start.
go dogging.
Basically.
Yes, dogging simulator. That'd be well good. Choose your mask. Choose what lay-by you want to do it in. Press X to thrust. Press circle to retract. Press X to thrust. Imagine it.
I think you need a Wii for that. Be like dog wank.
Yeah, you can do it on the Switch with the Joy-Cons. Dogging simulator 2020. Bring. Yeah, you could use both Joy-Cons to go skiing.
Yeah.
See our last episode. If you want real immersion, you could put the Switch itself on the floor between your legs, and you can use it as a drip tray. Off we go again.
There's like special attachments you can get for the Joy-Con so you can insert them.
I mean, the one with the infrared thing on the end so you can read your fucking BMI and just stick it up yourself. The spiritual secret.
Ready? Clench!
Kentucky tractor pull. It's a spiritual sequel to Dog Rank, obviously. It skipped the Wii U. It's the first party Nintendo franchise no one's heard of. Wait till you see the Mario crossover, it's fucking weird. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Hot Pursuit 2.
Okay, which one was that one?
The one with RoboCop.
It was the second Hot Pursuit game.
Very good. What, was it on PS1, PS2, Xbox?
It's PS2. Yeah, it was PS2, wasn't
Yeah, and also when you're playing single player, you could press R2 and it'd go and do slow mo around your car.
No, nice.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
did, didn't it?
and then you could press L2 and it'd zoom out and then shoot down the road like a 500 meters or something. So you could see what was coming up, and then it
You
take
can
Oh,
you back to
spy
the
on
car.
the police as they were setting up ambushes.
Yeah,
Which one was the one where you can unlock a car that the horn goes, oh yeah! Remember that one?
it used to go. Oh yeah, remember that one?
No, yeah, it said that, yeah. It's really weird. The nostalgia horn. Oh, a nostalgia horn. That's nice. Okay. What have you got next for us, Stu?
Medieval Total War.
Yes. I think it's an...
Or just Medieval Total War 3.
Yeah, I think it's an absolute tragedy. No, not a tragedy. Absolute outrage that Creative Assembly has not released another medieval game.
Oh, you keep wanking over Rome ones. Why make a Troy Rome game? That's enough Rome games.
Well, yeah, that sort of classical era stuff. Come on, give us more medieval. It's dirty and gritty, and you get to fucking kill the Pope and take his place.
Yeah.
Although you can't in Medieval 2, can you? Because I tried it. He just hangs around outside Rome being a cunt. And if you kill him, another one takes his place. It's like, fuck off, Pope. He's just there going, oh, crusade! It's like, no, I own Rome now.
Can't you have a puppet pope if you get one of your cardinals to take over?
Yeah, but it's really hard to get your cardinal into power, because for some reason, France always had goody two-shoes cardinals that always got it. I remember we had the super assassin as well on my Swedish campaign. Every time a gentleman came wandering down the road to try and steal my secrets from Stockholm, the same assassin just killed them.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a pile of dead gentlemen on the side of the road, like, doopy-doopy-doo, stop, I say. That's where I pile the corpses. It's like, do you never learn? Jealously guy.
The Cannon Hound.
Yeah, that's right. That was the Sweden kind. No, that was Russia getting ready to siege St. Petersburg, wasn't it? It's like, Russia, what have you got? Is that a cannon? No, it is dog. Looks like a cannon to me. Yes, he's the cannon hound. Yes, very good breed of dog. Like, nice try, Russia, you sneaky bastards. And that, I believe, is the end of the list. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Anyway, any last minute extras you want to throw on the fire?
No, I'm happy with my list.
Stu?
Your lists.
Yeah.
I
I
did just think of one before. There was a game for PC called Viet Cong, first-person shooter. I'd love to see that remastered. It was proper immersive and everything. It was well good. There's a guy called
aim before
That's right, CJ Hornster! You gotta aim before you shoot! He was pretty much just... It was pretty much just Semi Corralman with a machine with M60 working around now.
You gotta aim your penis before you shoot
You
it.
gotta aim your semi before you drive it. I don't know.
What was his name? Semington Corral.
Semington Corralman, yeah. Famous truck driver. So, wow, that was a roller coaster, that. I've got sweaty palms now, it's intense.
I'm disappointed knowing that most of these games will never get a remaster.
No, Ryan, they will. We've spoken. It's going to happen. Shart Select is now so influential in the podcasting world that we're going to win all the awards next year and we're going to influence the games industry. True fact.
Yeah. I'm going to spoil it now, but I'm hosting E3 next year.
Oh, wow, are you? I'm hosting the Game Awards. Jeff Keithley's been fucked off. I'm running it. Stu, are you hosting anything?
No.
Aw, we need to find him a gig. I'm hosting the Game Awards, which means I get to sit there and be whacked off by Hideo Kojima for an hour. It's all the Game Awards is, isn't it? Jeff Keighley and his fucking mate Hideo come out. Fucking Norman Stranding last year. Oh, yawn, Norman Stranding. Anyway, that's enough whinging about Norman. Yeah, fucking hell. That was emotional, wasn't it? And obviously it's not just Shart Select at the top. Our friend podcasts are up there too. You know, it's just a quick plug for those guys. Grief Burrito, Pixie Podcast, Lit Gaming Arena. All those guys. They're up there. There's a whole universe of them. Listen to us first, but then listen to them. Okay, so, do you guys fancy spying on the wizards, using the crystal ball for it, see what they're up to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Stu, you ready? Alright, huddle around the crystal ball, guys. Not that close, Stu. Alright, here we go.
Somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes stands the Wizard's Tower. Deep within this dank and uninviting place works Shart Select.
Hello.
Overworked employees of the Wizards upstairs.
Stuart, milk me.
But that's nothing compared to horrors that lurk beneath the trash door. 'Cause there's always shit games down there. In the dark. Waiting to come out.
Ah, yes. And then I said to him, lie down, and I'll put the meat staff in there. It's part of the spell. He totally believed me. Oh, that's a silly bastard. What do you guys think? Yes, I also tried one of those Pendragon's realistic dildos. I think it is just a willy poking through a portal. I recognise Pendragon's weeping tip anywhere. Stop laughing, Cumrag, it's not funny. Anyway, let's talk. I think it's time for everyone for us to put a game on our tiering list of games which we tier. What do we think? It could be trash, meh, okay, good, thick, Shart or wizard.
Fucking hell, he actually remembered it.
I remembered them all by myself. I'm such a good boy. Okay. By the way, everyone, I'm starting to worry that Shrek might be gaining too much power down there. I have no idea who this fucking sprucey guy is, but he seems to be pushing him out.
Why has Shrek become such a threat all of a sudden?
I don't know. Maybe because he's a big scary ogre who lives in the swamp. Or maybe because there's so many weird memes about him that he's gained sentience.
We'll have to send someone down to put him in his place if he carries on.
Yeah, we'll have to send an enforcer. But for now, let's talk about video games, what we have played and like. Who wants to go first this lovely week?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Go on, get in there, comrade lad.
I've got another Korean MMO.
Oh, I do like these reviews. What's this one called?
Black Desert.
Ooh.
Yes. It's exactly the same as the last one, Bless Unleashed. Probably a lot, well, there's a lot of classes you can be. None of them are particularly explained very well, so you have to spend a couple of hours trying each class to see which one you prefer.
Ooh.
and by which point you've thoroughly fucked up with the game, hard enough and can't be asked to play it properly, and so you uninstall it.
Which one?
Wait, let me guess. Trash.
Trash!
Which class did you try to go with?
I don't fucking know. Dark Knight or some shit.
Very good. Oh, thank you for that, Master Cumrag. I love it when you throw games in the trash. Go on, Master Wizard. You want to go next?
Okay then, I want to talk about a classic game from 2004, maybe a bit earlier or a bit after, somewhere around there. I'm not quite sure. It's made by a small company called id Software. Yes, it's Quake. It's Quake 4, isn't it? That's what I heard.
Quake 4.
Ooh.
Early title for the Xbox 360.
Yes, 2005 was when it was released. I had it on PC.
Wasn't it a launch title?
I believe it might have been. I certainly bought it with my Xbox 360.
Yes, it's very good. It's got the Strog as the main enemies in it.
Yes.
Piston Dick.
Piston Dick aliens.
Yes, I do remember the scene with the big spider.
Ooh.
Strog. The big red spider fella.
Yes, I remade him, but he's only a foot tall. He's not particularly scary.
Yes. Graphics are still quite good, to be fair, for 2005.
Well, id Software are very good.
And Fight Me has one of the best assault rifles in any game ever.
I do not believe I need to fight you. I agree with you completely.
Yes, it's built-in flashlight even, hasn't
Yes, one of my stats has a built-in flashlight as well. It's great fun, let me tell you.
It also had the rather exciting nail gun.
Ooh, I do like a good nail gun in a game. I believe that was carried across from the original Quake. Would I be correct?
Yes.
Yes. Sareth. I miss Sareth.
Zana.
I wish Sareth would come back.
Whatever happened to Zana?
I think she got a career in law. I believe she's a legal secretary now.
I thought you said law then at first. making sure things are canon.
Oh no, Shart Select does need somebody to do that every now and again. The retcon magic is pretty powerful in this universe.
Anyway, Quake 4. Yes, you played as some military soldier fella who gets captured about a third of the way through the game, and you have to watch a horrific scene where you turn into Strog in first person.
Yes.
Where you get your limbs cut off and bits attached, and your chest gets opened up and there's blood everywhere. It's quite grim.
One of the most memorable scenes from a video game possibly ever, I would say. Yes. I like the bit where you get the chip put in your head and all the Strog language suddenly turns into English as it translates. That was
right, yes.
Very clever.
And then you become a faster, more powerful orange RoboCop afterwards.
Yes, you do. Paul Verhoeven must be very cross.
Yeah. So how good stick it in good?
I think it deserves such rating.
It's still worth, if you haven't played it, it's still worth a play today.
Yes, I agree completely, Master Wizard, with your description. Now for my game this week, we're going back in time. Unfurl the mists of time. It's because I first bought this game on the Sega Mega Drive back in the day, and then later on the PlayStation, which probably puts it around 1995 somewhere. I'm talking about Worms. Not the Digeztive Parasite issue, the video game, released by Ocean Software, in which you had a team of 4 worms, and on a side-scrolling map.
Was it Team 17?
Yes, I think it was published by Ocean and developed by Team 17. That's quite
right,
correct.
Yes.
And the PlayStation game had fun cutscenes, which the Mega Drive version didn't. But there's a side-scrolling tactical turn-based shooter, and again like Hogs of War, which those idiots in the shed mentioned earlier, in which you have many comedy weapons, such as a sheep and a donkey and a holy hand grenade, which I have several of down in the basement. It was very fun.
Wasn't that Worms Armageddon?
No, the OG game just had the holy hand grenade, I believe.
Didn't have the hand. No.
No, just the banana bomb and the original one.
Really?
Banana cluster bomb, yes.
Well, fair enough. The banana bomb was good though, wasn't it? You could cause a lot of damage with that bad boy, let me tell you. Yes, I think Worms was a very iconic game and great fun to play. and you could make your own team. I made the wizards. I was the leader, obviously. Master Cumrag, Master Wizard, and of course, Master Big Balls was the fourth worm as well. I missed that guy. Wonder when he's going to come back.
Well, he might be back soon because his wheelbarrow's still over there.
Yes, full of awful ball grease. I tried to kick Merlin out and replace him, but Merlin threatened to get his union involved, so oh well, guess we're stuck with that boring bastard. But yes, I would give Worms probably Shart level, because it is memorable. Classic, one might say. Very good, gentlemen. Anything else we care to mention in the wizardly news before we wrap up?
Nothing from me, no.
We have put a sales bid in for Hogwarts. I'm trying to buy it. My plan is to kick out all the students and turn it into an exclusive sex club. What do you think of that?
Yes, you could call it Dickwarts.
Oh, very good. I can't think of any negative connotations. That's brilliant. Imagine pounding somebody over Dumbledore's desk.
Or using that mirror.
Yes.
While you wank yourself off, while you look at yourself and you see a woman there.
Yes, or a man, or whatever you fancy in this world. Whatever you long for the most will be there whilst you're tugging one off. So mine would be world domination and masturbation, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's carry on with whatever we were doing before we tiered these games. Right, okay. The wizards are getting weirder, somehow. It seems like they're missing Master Big Balls. I wonder where he went. Never saw him leave. He must have teleported out of here.
He must have done,
Maybe he's still in there hiding.
Maybe. Or maybe he took Ross with him. I don't know how Ross managed to leave. I hope he's alright.
Yeah, that's true. He just sort of went off he just sort of wandered off in a daze and then
just
not seen him since.
Just walked away, just headed west.
Yeah.
That was it.
Essentially, he came here, made us do that filthy episode last week, and then left. Maybe he's some kind of influencer. A suggester.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
Stu, the suggester. He just comes in and makes you do stuff and then leaves. I hope he's okay. Anyway, yeah. Why do the Wizards keep reviewing games? Does anyone know?
No idea.
Why did they stop what they're doing?
Yeah.
Just review a game and then carry on again.
But they seem to do it for their... I don't think they know we're spying on them. They just do it for their own amusement. They're very odd. Anyway, that has been another episode of the world's greatest gaming/weird humour podcast, Shart Select. Thank you all for listening, y'all.
Please don't abbreviate us.
No, don't abbreviate us. We'll attract the wrong kind of people. Before Ryan kicks in with the outro, I just want to quickly plug my own website, www.windstormportal.blog. Go there, I write things, it's good. I've got loads of views this year, guys. I've got more views than ever. I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah, it's also www.onlyfans.com/Winstall.
Yeah, go there. There's only one member at the moment, it's Stu. My tasteful nudes just aren't attracting enough people. People keep saying they're tasteless. I don't know what that means. Of course it's tasteful, it's me. Ryan, before I dig this hole any further, please hit us with a sexy outro.
Don't forget, patreon.com/ShartSelect.
The part of Ryan's outro. He's got it down, guys. He's got it down. You got to mention it, weren't you?
Just saying, maybe you should expand a bit more on. It's $2 a month, and for that you get 4 Drip Tray episodes a month.
You know what? Stu's right. If you add them up, if you add them up, that's a
50p an episode.
Yeah, if you add them up, it's like an extra episode every month if you add it up, really, isn't it? You get some amazing insights. You get to see how you get to pull back the meat curtain and see what happens behind this podcast. It's really it's fun. We enjoy doing it. We're glad that the frog gets to enjoy it every month, but somebody else should too. And
talk a lot more shit than we do on this one.
This is saying something. And of course...
Yeah, this is filtered.
And of course, every dollar that goes into our Patreon pays to improve the podcast. And because we refuse to do ads, this is our source of income. So think about it, everyone. Think about it. Please give me money!
That's the outro done. Bye.
Yep, I've been Winstop. He's been Ryan at Shart Select Ryan. He is Stu at Shart Select Pod. We're on YouTube and shit. Bye.
You know it's by now. Bye.
You know it's by now, yeah. There's never any first-time listeners. We just have our fan base, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you, really, Pixie.
Yeah,
bye, everyone.
Hate you, Pixie.